They're here now. Oh my god, dude, bro, this is the real fucking fight. Holy shit. She broke the ceiling to the Night Kingdom? Hey, this reaction is directly from Twitch, so follow me there if you want to join the fun. You may also know me from my previous channel, Godog Chainsaw. You can also donate to me on Ko-Fi if you like my funny edits and reactions. Thank you, enjoy the video. Previously in the Nation of War. Oh, it looks beautiful at night.
I am always with you, so forge ahead and don't hold back.
And now, we continue.
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. The Abyss kinda threw a wrench in our relaxation, though. But Taya's snacks were so delicious. She gave Paimon some for the road just this morning, actually.
What was she up to?
Yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs, so not much has changed since we first met her.
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this area is so nice.
Hey, Mualani!
Oh, Tonina.
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
And Kachina? Is she back as well?
Kachina fell in battle.
Holy yeah. Well, there goes her blaming herself now.
But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the Rite of Resurrection will be held in the stadium soon.
That's a relief.
She can't take another loss like that. I'm just saying.
You said the Abyss was cunning just now, but it seems like the Abyss just wants to destroy everything. Like, think about all those monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort of cunning plan, wouldn't it make more sense to send them to attack Kachina and her small team?
But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple.
Oh yeah?
500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Teyvat. You know about that, right?
Conria.
That's right. Conria suffered greatly during that time, but so did every other nation in Teyvat. And Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro-Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the Abyss. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed little by little. Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun by dangerous sludge surging from underground. Unrelenting black winds tore across the lands of the Flower Feather clan. It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom and has the capacity to read the memories of this land at any given moment. Now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look at what we managed to do a few days ago. We totally fought them off.
Or they just wanted to make you feel victorious. Lower your guard.
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a future where we get to stop fighting. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know?
You can do it. You make me want to contribute.
Be my guest. Heroes are always welcome in Natlan.
Act 2. Black stone under a white stone. Oh, okay. Look at that guy busting it now.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kinich.
I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani. Is everyone alright?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up her sleeve, by the way. She's just as strong as Kachina made her out to be.
I could have done better.
Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together.
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Wow, there she goes with the flaming hair again. Did she step into the... This is what they sang in the symphony. It is their national anthem, damn. Oh dang, this is kinda... Oh, even those two? Gee, well, I'm not cheering for you guys. Cool. You can come out now. Those must be some really good fireproof clothes.
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name. Could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom.
What the fuck do you mean you...
What?
What do you mean you can't?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro-Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames, but something went wrong.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious.
Oh my
Clearly,
God.
the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all.
Actually,
Are you for even now?
Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than meets the eye.
Oh my god.
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
Imagine talking shit like this.
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe she got scared and ran off.
He's even perching on top, bro.
Why would the Wayob recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
This bitch sat down.
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like that? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Mods, toss him into the fucking fire.
Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never should have even gone to war? Or the great Pyro-Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
Are you actually...
it's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory.
Maybe the Wayob interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong to me.
Wow, really? People?
That's enough.
How obnoxious. Fuck.
There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our admiration and celebration. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer you all my deepest apologies as I continue to investigate this matter. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
Yeah, that's the best.
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against others.
I didn't mean it that way, Archon. I just...
Bro, smoke him like the goddamn meat platter we had for lunch 3 days ago.
If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish. But now's your chance. You have concerns? State them.
Yeah, speak up now, pussy.
No, of course not.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where she is? It's extremely important to me. I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry, that's not enough.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friends sooner, you should join the investigation. Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat.
Oh, well, okay, I didn't even need to ask.
Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress of the investigation.
That saves us a lot of trouble.
Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no further questions, let's part for now.
Oh.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point.
A seat
Kachina
for
is
each of the
undoubtedly a
tribe.
hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue to be ineffective.
Why her? Unless they're just trying to sow distrust, like your ancient ways aren't working anymore?
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss, of doing her part to defend Natlan.
Not being exploited like this.
She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, the Pyro-Archon would be there to bring her back to life. Whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy.
Don't show me that smile
we supported
now.
her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now? Sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves in grief over her death? Tell me, are we her friends? Or her murderers?
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief.
She is blaming
Kachina's
herself.
life means a great deal to me, Mualani. Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that peace of mind if I could. But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of the issue we are now facing. Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our nation, the Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely be more casualties. But if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
It's either we find out what happened with the Kachina or we lose.
Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them, to prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else. We need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that is my current plan. And in the meantime,
She's
I've
the
made
only
efforts to
one
strengthen
that
each
has
tribe's
access
defenses.
to the primal fire and knows how to control it. I mean, I don't want to sow doubt into someone as grand as her. She would be the only one that knows.
I understand your anger, Mualani, but I hope that provided some clarity, at least.
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry. You're right. We need to focus on finding solutions.
What happens if you stay in the Night Kingdom for a long period of time?
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The Night Kingdom is something similar. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person, but with the Abyss in the picture, it's a different story. Your sense of self will be devoured until eventually you become one with the Sea of Souls.
You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame. I will go search for Kachina.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will not return. Knowing that, do you still choose to go?
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her. That's all that matters.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now. I choose to go as well.
I promised she would have the chance to learn from me.
Understood. Then I'll support you in any way I can.
That's what we saw in the live stream as well. So that wasn't the competition, that was a rescue mission.
The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name from the ley lines. If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue her. Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter, but there is a way to go there in person. Know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
It won't be a problem. It's just another Monday.
Sitlali of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the Wayob.
Sitlali?
We call it the Spirit Speaker Stone. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality.
Why?
Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
I'm going to jail!
500 knowledge capsules.
Well, monsters out of the picture. I guess Fontaine was tame. The bratty Farina back then, before her redemption, but still wanted to fight and intimidate us. But you know how that went. Yeah, it's kind of complicated.
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start, and in the middle. But our reputation's solid nowadays.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate.
You know quite a lot about me.
Perhaps even more than you can imagine. But we can talk about that some other time. Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some musical ambiance, but there are important things to be done.
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. She wanted us to give this to you. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell you. She said you'd know what that means.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. I can feel them flowing within the talisman.
Which means she's already gone.
If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person. We're supposed to be hot spring buddies after all. But don't worry, this talisman means a great deal to me. I'll take good care of it. And once this is all over, I'll pay Atea a visit.
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire, but that's not at all why you decided to suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
The gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro energy, and we're currently at the breaking point. Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little longer.
You mean?
Yes. Come with me. The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the Abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice my power to keep it burning.
Sacrifice?
For you to make this sacrifice, it's not right.
If not me, then who? No other is capable of sustaining the sacred flame. I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Sure. Oh.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
Oh! They're here now.
The Archon of Natlan.
Oh!
A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin.
Capitano.
And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled,
He's not even unfazed by that. Oh my god.
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan.
Oh, his aura game is crazy.
The old must be destroyed.
Oh. Oh gosh.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking!
The fucking rock guitar. Oh, you can hear the motifs of the Fatui theme too. Fireball. Oh no, but he's got a pillar. What? What the hell is he capable of? And it's all like dark cryo energy too. Oh god, they're doing the anime fights. Shit. Wait, he has the Night Soul. Is that Night Soul energy? Dude, you see he has a glow as well. Oh my god, dude, bro, this is a real fucking fight. Holy shit. Did she break his legs? Damn, even they're running. Holy sh... Oh. Number 1. Was scarred.
Huh?
Was hurt.
Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
He was wounded by a human. That's not the outcome I expected, being ranked at the top.
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
I'm more impressed she was evenly matched up with him.
In a fight, right? In a fight, right?
Holy shit.
I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here as well. The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides, I'm sure you noticed. The power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Night Wind.
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Oh shit. I think Nightwind's the one tribe that has purple, is it? That's why he probably had the Night Soul blessing. Oh, there it is again.
Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
That was some fight though, holy shit, bro. Oh.
Is everything okay, Archon?
She gave up the power.
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. Too late now. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
Night Kingdom? Oh, not yet.
What's happening at the stadium? Did something explode?
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power. She must be fighting a formidable opponent.
What can you tell us about the Scions of the Canopy?
The tribe's people are very adventurous.
Oh, kinda like us then.
I'm not so sure. You don't strike me as the type to enjoy danger. The Scions of the Canopy are a bunch of thrill seekers. They love extreme sports like rock climbing, rappelling, volcano parkour, or bungee jumping without a rope while a Yunkasaur stands at the edge and uses its tongue to catch them. Sound like something you'd be interested in?
No. Wait.
Pussy.
Chasca.
Oh. Dude, I love these chief designs. Look at them.
These are framed blue jeans. This is some sport thing, I don't know. This is insulate, I don't know.
I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it. We're here for the Spirit Speaker Stone.
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom.
Ooh.
We need the stone to find her ancient name and rescue her.
Rescue her? From the Night Kingdom?
You see the weapons each of the chief has. It's all made out of that particular stone.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there. A mature warrior would never make such a foolish decision.
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Wyna, but if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need, I'll choose foolishness any day. If Kachina's still holding on, then so will I.
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Wyna? This doesn't seem like you. Life isn't complete without taking risks. That's always been your mantra.
Maybe this will grow on me, but Chasca's whole look seems so out of place. There's something about her makeup that doesn't make her look like your typical playable character.
Here's the stone.
Oh.
Keep it safe, okay?
What a weird looking
It's not
one.
like we have a spare.
She knows what TikTok is. That's an accurate depiction.
Chasca's a peacekeeper, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflicts. So we slowly got to know each other that way. Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe too. She's helped us out a lot in the past. As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river flowing with concepts, and the ancient name you seek is like a tiny fish swimming downstream. If you want to make sure this works though, I could recommend someone to you.
Who?
Vichama.
Oh.
Legendary warrior and scout from our tribe.
Never mind.
Ever since Mallko passed, he spends most of his time gazing out at the scenery from the cliff tops. Follow the path that way, and I'm sure you'll find him.
Hello there, are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something?
Damn, that voice.
What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible? I'll help you, but I do have a small request. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for my friends as well.
Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name, it's only right that we return the favor.
I'll go find an open area and start setting things up. In the meantime, I need you to get 2 things for me. First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's not?
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom. Basically, I'm going to use the concept of a net to catch something equally intangible, an ancient name. I need 2 chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes, but I heard there's a traveling merchant from that tribe around here somewhere, so maybe you can try your luck there.
I mean, or you can just get a bucket of water and a bucket of lava. You can make that too.
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
I'll take your entire stuff!
Alright, that's everything. Here you go.
I've got a chunk for sale right over there.
They're rocks, Hank!
No, they're minerals! Jesus, Marie!
By the way, I heard you mention Vichama just now. You running an errand for him then? How's he doing? Mallko's been gone for 5 years now. It's about time he started to move forward. 5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant in the pilgrimage and were placed on the same team to fight the Abyss. But on the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on their tribe, and Vichama suffered an injury to his leg while attempting to rescue someone. The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss in his condition. It's just Mallko and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters in numbers that far exceeded anyone's expectations.
Oh, the whole team.
They fell to the onslaught.
It was an impossible situation. It doesn't sound like it was his fault.
Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. Not because he did something wrong, but because he wasn't able to do anything at all.
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here. When do we start?
Are you seeking your friend's ancient name for the same reason as us?
Yeah, after Mallko fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. He was dragged to his grave by the sheer number of enemies. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Mallko might also be alive, fighting for survival in the Night Kingdom.
For 5 years? No. I'm sorry, that's just unlikely. He's one with the Abyss energy already.
Let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient name. If you see any fragments scattered around the area, please collect them. Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely emerge in response.
Yeah, monsters, eh?
Look at that golden thing. It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer.
Where are the enemies?
Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone! Shower me with let the world come alive!
Behold!
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long. We're getting close.
Bro, he fell to his knees. We're good, right? We're good?
Vichama!
Quick, take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there,
That
Mallko.
is hers.
Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting stronger.
The Abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going. You'll die.
I should have died 5 years ago.
Oh, come on,
I just
don't
need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there.
Don't give me that. I'll help buy you some more time.
Thank you.
Oh, watch out! The power of the Abyss is strong!
God fucking damn, boy. Shit. Don't tell me I could have just held that.
Mallko. No, why can't I find him? Why?
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, Sea Lolly.
Oh, we're gonna destroy it.
Get back!
Chasca, wait!
Oh, she's a animal bow user.
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the Spirit Speaker Stone was...
Destroyed.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chasca. We were this close to getting dragged into the explosion.
Okay, I'll be more careful next time.
I couldn't find Mallko's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, I knew there was a slim chance, but still. And now... it's too late to save him. From the minute he left that day, it was already too late. This is...
The obsidian. No? A flashback.
Hey, Mallko.
A flashback.
Got any strength left?
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words? Sure.
Too bad no one will get to hear them. I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to die. It's just... hard. Thinking about my mom's face when she hears the news.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. They won't have to mourn me. Pisak! Always had to beat me at everything, didn't you? Right to the end, you were never one for goodbyes. Maybe you're right.
He already passed.
Maybe no one will get to hear our last words. But just in case, Vichama, I'm so glad you didn't come with us. Don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Jesus. You got to hear his wish.
Was that a memory?
Right, because Night Kingdom does have that power.
Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me unbelievably happy. But it also brings with it an even deeper pain.
A deeper pain? Why?
Mallko was always the type to put on a brave face. But in that memory just now, his hands were shaking. And his smile was forced.
Yeah, you're right.
For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end. And now I know, at the end of his life, he was thinking the same thing.
I appreciate this, but I do think we need to get a move on with Kachina. Every minute we spend longer outside without rescuing her, it's another minute of her exposed to God knows amounts of abyssal energy.
And apologize for destroying the Spirit Speaker Stone. We had no choice though, so he'll probably understand.
It's not like Sea Lolly will get angry. She's not even in this match.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that? I don't know what you want from me.
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Waina. I can hear it in your voice.
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with you two. They're back.
Koichi, what are you doing here?
Don't play dumb with your own sister. You know exactly why I'm here.
Doggone it, she got reduced to the NPC family member treatment. Oh, I still like her design though.
My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow Chasca for a few minutes. You come with me.
I'll be just a moment.
Who is that?
Did you not hear sister?
Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story. She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. The Abyss found her out there, all on her own, and tried to devour her. But in the end, all that did was trigger her will to live. That strength of will pushed her to survive, but it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually, she was adopted by the Cuckoo Source. Wherever they went, she followed, getting into fights right and left. When Chasca finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her. At the time, Chasca still had a habit of getting into fights, so Koichi was always taking her around, apologizing to everyone. You need to take risks when you're young.
I got you.
You couldn't attempt something like that even...
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain yourself.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's necessary.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a trip abroad.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Again with the excuses! We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below.
Let me guess, Night Kingdom is level 10.
A trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is! And you were just going to sneak into the place without saying anything!
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
You just can't make yourself say that she cares about you. And she's worried about you. Lovely sibling banter, right? Not the first time I've heard something like this.
All right, whatever. Anything else?
You...
Is this one of our normal arguments or a serious one?
Chasca, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault. I can't leave her there to die. That's not who I am.
But the person you become when you lose control, that's also not who you are.
What, her primal behavior of when she was raised by the dinosaurs?
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Waina prefers his roof attached to his house.
What are you doing? What are you...
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi! Younger sisters are supposed to listen to their elders.
So you're really going to go, no matter what I say? I'm supposed to be your sister.
Then support me. All you have to do is wait.
Well, you see, I remember the cutscene showing that we missed our chance to leave the Night Kingdom.
So, that's it.
It could be misleading.
Why'd you have to turn out to be so darn annoying?
Good, making me worry.
You two are something else. All right. If you're done with the Spirit Speaker Stone, you might as well hand it over. According to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact.
So you see, here's the funny thing. We're really sorry, though.
Citlali's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. I'll explain everything to her later. Stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay?
Yikes.
I'll wait here for your safe return.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
What happened at the stadium?
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
A few moments later.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble.
Hopefully Capitano honors the tradition of a proper duel.
Now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
Whoa, is that a speaker? Oh, it's her studies.
What is this place?
It's her studies from the trailer.
Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is where I store all the various mementos I've collected. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening to the stories of heroes, and physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own memory. I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around in the meantime.
Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged to the people of the springs.
That's right. It belongs to a legendary fisherman named Matavaru. I have his entire set of fishing equipment, actually. He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish and his meticulous plan to catch it. In his eyes, I saw a hunger, and a strong fighting spirit. To him, the sea was the battlefield upon which he staked his honor. The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he sought had been corroded by the abyss. He managed to kill the fish, but sustained a serious injury in the process, which meant he could never go deep-sea fishing again. The fishermen claim victory. If he fails to bring back his catch, that's what he asked me in the end.
Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head!
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and contests of strength. This belt is a symbol of great honor within the tribe. The association with strength might also have been the reason the original belt was extremely heavy. It was difficult for even 2 people to lift. So the owner of the original belt, Kitera, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical in appearance but far lighter in weight. That is the belt you see before you. He would often wear this version when training in order to protect his waist.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time and show it off. There are so many jars and potions around here. Do they have anything to do with alchemy?
No, those belong to the Masters of the Nightwind. They're ceremonial tools used to amplify the ability to communicate with the Night Kingdom and the Wayob. Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. Even though she appears stoic and serious, she actually has a keen sense of humor. The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Except the big jar in the middle. That's what she really wanted to give me.
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
Grape juice.
Huh? Well, I knew that weapon was Natlan based. That's the BP weapon.
Does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
Everything's always happened.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important?
I'd have to say all of them.
Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become part of who you are. Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive at a very different destination. The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate. You're quite familiar with that concept, I would imagine?
Yep.
Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable as the Abyss. To come up with such a set of rules, the first Pyro-Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine.
So the first Power-Archon created the rules of Natlan.
That's correct. At first, he was a mortal
and
man with
Capitano
no
wants to
special
overwrite
power.
it.
After he ascended to the divine throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan, namely a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood. By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the divine throne, their inner flame will awaken. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes, that's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised.
Oh. Whoa.
I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities, so it impacts how often you get to see them. As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation, and experiences like that, they remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin.
Right in that I missed the prompt.
Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Oh.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina! Are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I?
Nope. It's actually us.
Playing tricks on me again?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wayob is being affected by the Abyss. I was waiting for the Wayob to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me. The Wayob saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to
If it's corrupting something that can see the past and the future. Ew.
The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing
That's
these
not
awful
good.
sounds and seeing really horrible things.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. You don't need to worry about me. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind.
Come on.
Just knowing you care is more than enough. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars. A hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve.
The VA did a great job here. Yeah.
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy here. And I want to go home. Still, I don't want you to put yourselves in danger because of me. I don't want to hold anyone back ever again.
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not ever.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now. Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form.
Let's get on with it then.
Then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just...
Iansan, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
Awfully confident. Remnants of the secret source. Okay, well, they're probably gonna give me Trial Mualani, so I'm gonna go with this. Or rather, this. Oh, never mind. No trial.
In the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization ruled by dragons. Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins?
I don't think she was talking about the Saurians. I think she meant actual sovereigns.
Wait, they had their own advanced civilization?
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are for.
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
Oh.
Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Time to go.
These stones are very pretty though.
This must be the entrance the Post-Archon told us about. The one ripped open by the Abyss.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar, yet also foreign.
We actually have to go in there? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Don't push her through before she's ready.
Night Kingdom. Oh.
Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Are those the souls?
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
Oh, Jesus.
It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
There's abyss of energy everywhere.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
Everything is so purple.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies. Anything can happen here. Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh god, oh, this foundation of this place is so trippy.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so high up. Did we really fall that far down?
The sky is fake.
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out completely unscathed. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility's not great either. How are we supposed to find Kachina in these conditions?
It's rather bright here, no?
Yeah, these floating black things don't look super friendly either.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes.
Mallko?
Vichama's friend, Mallko. I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power calling out to me.
Mallko's spirit.
Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that, even after all these years, he'd still take such a risk for me. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend by your side.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the Abyss.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Oh, ouch!
Quick, get back here. Stick close to me. The power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being.
God dang, you guys aggressive. I can see what you mean by the ambience.
Let's try another route.
Oh, it's cracking. Oh, you hear the creaks and squeaks in the background OST? Ugh. Makes everything so uncanny. God, Kachina's been stuck down here all this time. Why am I alone?
Did you hear that?
Oh, what the?
What? Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
It was a voice from the Abyss.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
Oh! Oh! We found her! It's so eerie. Oh, she's okay. What? 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 So, okay, the Rift Hounds are gone again, but... Oh,
We're here, Kachina! Mualani? You made it!
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Good idea. Let's go!
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves adorn my...
oh, well, dang.
You're finally here! Thank you so much!
Scions.
Wait, if it was so easy to find her like this, how could Mauvika...
Actually, I have a request. Will you come visit the Wayob with me? Something's wrong with the Ode of Resurrection, and I know it has something to do with the contamination from the Abyss.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wayob of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wayob. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wayob can extend their consciousness. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wayob can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
We can't just leave the Wayob to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
Saving one is better than saving none at all.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a headache. And that voice again, telling me to abandon the Wayob and leave this place. Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long. No, I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. I can hold on.
Where's the totem pole?
Just up ahead. I'll lead the way. Besides, I can still fight, so
But you're pushing yourself.
help me out a little longer.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous.
It's alright. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the area. Besides, I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go. Achieve your goal. And return to the world where you belong.
Thank you for everything. You're a true hero.
Thank you. No one fights alone.
Wayob? Wayob! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you.
The great spirit of this land, agent of Night's will.
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's preventing the Wayob from answering our calls.
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
I'm so glad I brought Nuva that.
Think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is
Come
pure
on, Queen.
folly. He tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him.
You killed Mallko?
He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than worrying about him, I would urge you to focus on yourself.
Are you the one behind all this?
No. The power of the Abyss is intoxicating. The destruction it seeks captivates like a masterful work of art. I strive only for the opportunity to see it up close. I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out humanity is full of lambs willing to offer themselves up to the slaughter. Ancient names, pride, friendship, all empty ideas invented to give you a false sense of self-worth. They possess no power at all. The Pyro-Archon created those grandiose ideals out of pure selfishness. Anything to avoid sharing power. Anything to avoid handing over the primordial gift to ordinary people like you. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro-Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina, remain so pathetically weak?
Kachina, give me your hand. Feel that? I'm right here next to you.
You're right. I have nothing to fear, because I'm not alone anymore.
You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will never understand the true source of our power. The power lies not in the ideal itself, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision to stand together and fight.
Well said.
This guy is so cooked. Oh wow, it's actually. Wow, you suck though. Okay, why is he so weak?
We actually won!
Dude, he's level 100.
Fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely fantastic. This makes me so unbelievably happy.
I'm happy too, Mualani. Together we really are unstoppable.
Huh? What's happening?
Oh. What the?
My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
It's probably a projection from the real world, but that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you're...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corruption.
Was this the first bearer of the name?
Still, seeing you pull it off was really something. Everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand no chance against the power of the
We summoned the spirits.
The Post-Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes.
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved all of Natlan.
Like, he sure is big.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the Wayob.
Which means...
Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending doom.
Me?
You're the chosen one now.
Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Oh my god, he's even offering a bro fist like she does usually. That is a lot to lay on her all of a sudden.
What's wrong, Mualani?
So many memories. My brain was just flooded with everything he once knew. So that's what happened.
She was mentally able to keep up with that? Wow.
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan started all the way back then.
5 centuries ago.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have
Right,
to.
does that mean you already know about this whole thing?
I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Let's focus on saving the Wayob
I
first.
second that. Yeah, I also... Cleanse thy abyss, so power. Is it working? Do I need to hold my spacebar again? Any good? No? Oh.
Okay, that should be enough. Wayob, can you hear me?
I hear your voice, Kachina. My dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve my strength. One day, I'll live up to the hero you saw in me.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina, no matter what happens. You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect and nurture you. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not.
So it just sets you on a path somewhere, but you have to carve out the rest of it yourself.
Focus on who you want to be.
I see.
You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never change. No matter what the future holds.
Thank you, Wayob.
It gladdens me to see the Post-Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it is time for you to leave this place. Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold dear.
Aye, aye.
I know we've never met before, Wayob, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear.
Whoa!
Gotta go.
What's going on?
Gotta go.
An earthquake?
gotta go.
It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
It's a Sealy! The Sealy opened the way for us!
Sit. Oh.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Well, okay, gotta go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, it is. Oh, okay, okay. Wow, it is.
Solidify!
Oh shit, this whole place is trying to stop us right now. It's not that close. Oh my god, it's close.
The opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here!
Oh shit.
Stabilize! Quake! I will have order!
Quick, through the middle!
Shit. Are we gonna make it?
Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
Oh, incredible trauma. Oh shit. Oh. We're too late. Oh. Mauvika. She broke the ceiling
You've
to the
done well.
Night Kingdom?
Now come home.
The actual ceiling of the realm itself. She shattered that like clay.
The Pyro Archon saved us.
Holy mackerel.
She's not here!
She's still in the Speaker's Chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
She pulled us out with her thought?
Every great display of power comes at a price.
Dang, how is she?
You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. We'll get you to a doctor soon. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler?
I'm fine.
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here on out will decide Natlan's ultimate fate.
Oh, it's the rooms on the back of the chamber. Oh.
There's a
Witchy.
lot less stuff here than before.
I almost didn't recognize the room for a second.
It's good to see you all here in one piece.
Why did she move the items?
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine you one by one. I still have patients to see, so I'll head out.
Thank you, Koichi.
All right. We might not see eye to eye, but we both had good intentions. Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
With what's been happening, I can see that.
Huh? No. That can't be true, can it?
We only need 12 weeks to save Natlan out of 12 months. It's fine. It's fine.
Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago. Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory came at the cost of our civilization and countless lives. Even then, it took centuries of solving the disasters caused by the Abyss to finally achieve the peace we know today. This is but a superficial victory. The forces of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground. Their threat to Natlan remains as real as ever. The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley lines. Immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss.
And that deadline's coming
But
up.
at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in victory, nor did they hold hope for the future. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and the line of power passed down from the Wayob nearly severed. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss in the future. So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save Natlan.
I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those
It
memories,
says she's the chosen one.
I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Post-Archon from back then. And it was you.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense! The Post-Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
Phoenix? Resurrection?
A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
That was all part of the plan.
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes came together as one.
She resurrected too.
If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Post-Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes. The goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength of each tribe's Wayob.
You hear how the music flawlessly transitions into the more orchestral version? Oh, amazing.
Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wayob would select a hero, indicating the tribe was once again ready for war. The Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes of old, 500 years ago.
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero from your tribe 500 years ago. It means unity.
So in other words, you always knew who the Wayob were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke. But something went wrong along the way. The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on to them. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wayob has been blocked. If we want to unblock that information from being passed on, my presence alone isn't enough. The ancient name-bearer must establish a greater connection to their name. So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Shilonen of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names.
Now, 3 have been chosen already, and now with Mualani, that's 4. So all they're missing now is...
During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayob, Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
That leaves 2 people left.
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered.
Why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
She needed to naturally awaken it, is that
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true.
right?
Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your
Yeah.
full potential.
It's gonna disrupt the path
like your
laid out for her.
All of the stuff you stored here before, where did it all go?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom. The items I stored here held a much more important purpose. Fuel.
So she expended all that to save us.
Fuel?
Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle. By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them to open the boundary between the 2 worlds. It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an instant, as you can see.
But weren't they all precious treasures? What about their stories?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here, no matter what. I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that power. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever lost to the abyss.
The rest of it is still heavily corrupted, though.
And then
we have tons to do.
The people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. We simply carry them with us in a different form. In that sense, we didn't lose anything at all. If you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve in the battles to come. Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms of power just like the items once stored here.
Well, we'd still like to return the favor.
Well, if that's the case, just treat me to a drink sometime. Now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory feast and celebrate your team's triumph in the Night Warden Wars. And we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Plus, you'll be able to silence everyone who doubted you once and for all, Kachina.
That's right.
All right. You should head out. I'll join you in a bit.
Flashback? Oh, excuse me?
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors
What
from
is this,
all
her
over Natlan.
her mind palace?
It's been really nice, seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of the springs. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, their absolute passion for life. Even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how quickly they worm their way back into my good graces. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. She possesses infinite potential. I can see it. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me.
What is...
So,
It's her
you
head.
better get busy,
It's in her
Pyro
head, is it?
Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Or is she actually communing with all these souls? Platforms. Oh, is each area for a designated person?
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would never understand exercising this degree of caution. My rage will never know absolution. And my power will no longer aid you in victory. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt. For Natlan.
Who next? Packages. Oh. A meal.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again?
Her family.
But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
Does she mean her sister? Of course, if she's lived that long, they'd all be gone.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone.
She's carrying all these people's promises as she marches forward.
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the one to bring this to an end?
We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
Hey, Koichi! You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chasca would be here, so I just came to deliver some medicine. I was about to leave, actually.
Why not stay?
It's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she made it back. It's just, I'll make things awkward if I'm around my sister right now. Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before you left, but I did it for a reason. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control sometimes. I had no idea what you might face in the Night Kingdom, so I didn't want to take any chances.
You deliberately provoked her so she'd take the impulse out on you.
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid, but it works pretty well. It helps her keep her cool for a little while, at least. Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe and sound. That's all I wanted.
I respect your decision.
I appreciate the understanding, and don't worry. I'll find a way to help her ease this burden. Anyway, I need to get going. Enjoy the celebration. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Roger that.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing?
They're trying to look out for each other in their own way.
In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault. Paimon's had enough of them.
Hey. Oh.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Of course he'd be over the moon about this. Where are those 2 sorry wimps? I want to see them now.
Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad I finally made it.
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential at your age, you have a great future ahead of you.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team. I'll be dealing with you when we get back.
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like that.
It's amazing that you still made it all the way through to the Night Warden Wars. That's the highest honor.
So, what about you guys? Did you make it far?
We got disqualified.
Serves you all right. No sympathy from me.
Damn.
Alright.
Oh.
Dear friends, I'd like to say a few words. Firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon for helping to bring me back.
Yeah, there she is.
This traveler and her companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met. If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt that they'd win the whole thing. They've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, I believe I can become even stronger still. And let's not forget my good friends, Mualani, Chasca, Kinich, and Iansan. They all helped the Traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back from the Night Kingdom. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So, please give another round of applause for them. Thank you so much.
Well said!
How does it feel being a hero, Kachina?
To be honest, it's a bit overwhelming. It all just feels so surreal.
Well, you better get used to it. Next up, undefeated champion!
That way I also become a champion coach.
Hey, please don't make fun of me.
Are you still feeling unwell?
Nope, all better now. I told you I bounced back pretty quick, so don't worry about me. I bet you guys must be tired though. Make sure you get some good rest tonight. You gotta recharge so you'll be in the mood to have fun.
At previous victory feasts, you'd always find me in the crowd singing and dancing. But after what I found out today, it's too much.
Yeah, no, take your time
I'm
to
still
process
trying
it.
to process it.
Natlan's fall isn't set in stone though, right?
Is this another pearl of wisdom based on your adventuring experience?
Well, Paimon agrees with the Traveler. Everyone's come together to celebrate Kachina's achievements. That's gotta be a first.
You're right. Kachina looks really happy. And now I'm being the moody one. Enough doom and gloom. Time to shake it off.
It cost us a lot, but we got Kachina back safely, and that's what matters. There'll be even tougher challenges coming our way in the days ahead, though. We'll have to train harder, make sure we're in peak condition. That includes you, Paimon. I can do a special one-off session to show you the ropes. Interested?
No thanks.
My apologies. I knew more than I let on. Everything comes at a price, and most heroes aren't people who set out to become a hero. If you cling too tightly to your goal, you end up losing things that are far more precious. But in any case, we're now on the same page. I wonder how long before the two final heroes appear. From the Flower Feather Clan and the Masters of the Night Wind.
It's rare to meet travelers as strong and brave as yourselves. I raise my glass to you. Anyway, my sister's already gone back to our tribe. She has patients to treat.
Oh, we actually ran into her on the way here and, well, Paimon just thinks she really cares about you.
Yeah, I'm planning on visiting home myself in a few days. To tell her and the rest of the family that they need to be extra careful. I just hope they take it seriously. The Abyss has likely sensed your arrival in Natlan by now. So exercise caution on your adventures as well.
You're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two.
Orange juice and Shrek? Isn't your plan a little convoluted?
Because they had their own lives to live. The thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of time, for in 500 years Natlan will be destroyed, it seemed too cruel. You could just as easily point out that everything in this world would come to an end eventually. But life is short. And beyond a point, it just doesn't seem real. Every generation will have its heroes, this one included. The plan could still work without them. Or, of course, without me. But since I was the one who came up with the plan, I felt duty-bound to see it through to the end.
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room. Was that your family from back then?
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be, the truth is that very little information survives.
They've all passed.
From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an architect and artist. She played an instrumental role in rebuilding the Scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many houses. But of course, none of her buildings are around anymore. Still, it was an impressive achievement, and I'm very proud of her.
So that's the life you had to leave behind.
You feel loss keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you, but this is something I have long since come to terms. This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. I am already far more fortunate than those who lost their lives to the Abyss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through to the very end, no matter what I may find there.
That's actually what I wanted to ask, if you're already aware of the fate.
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything ends has already been written, including your plan?
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. The past, present, and future coexist, and all are equally important. Even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to give up on the here and now. We are still 2 heroes short. Well, 3 to be precise.
There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side. Whatever it takes.
Surely you don't mean me.
Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable. It
Our
would
absorption.
easily make you an all-important
Yeah.
figure in the upcoming battle. If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey, but I will also forge a brand new ancient name for you.
This is our title for Natlan.
Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are recorded in full. Your stories will be remembered by our people for all the years to come.
Right.
The Ode of Resurrection may have temporarily lost its power, but still. Take this as my personal guarantee that I shall never let you fall. Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs. This nation always honors its heroes.
You don't have to promise me anything. I just want to help out other people.
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Shilonen right away. She's the one who will forge the name.
Why did she smile like that
My
at
lord,
the end?
we've received word that the Pyro-Archon has lost much of her power.
Fatui.
Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness.
I knew he'd be like
I don't
this.
intend to start now.
He honors a proper fight.
As for you,
instead of being
I must confess,
cunning.
I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night.
Ororon.
She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time. And you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
Time? Much time for what?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be.
Don't tell me he's dying too.
You heard something from here, didn't you?
Yeah, Ororon, 100%.
Something else you'd like to ask?
What the fuck, we get one of these already. About the captain's whereabouts.
Well, our intel suggests he hasn't made any new movements yet. Although Kinich's investigation helped us confirm that he's being aided by someone from the Masters of the Nightwind. I'm getting closer to narrowing down who that may be, but it's still unclear whether this person aided the captain out of willingness or coercion.
Ororon, it definitely sounds like willingness. About elemental energy and the Abyss.
The Abyss is the most formidable enemy in all of Teyvat. In the beginning, it took failure and tragedy to even begin to learn how to fight back. All of the methods you've seen in other nations were developed based on experience and insight passed down over generations. We know them to work,
They had it the
but
roughest.
few of us actually understand why.
They had to start from nothing, pretty much.
It's the same for the method we use here in Natlan. Ever since ancient times, elemental energy has been one of our most reliable weapons against the Abyss. As for the principles behind it, I'm afraid you might have to seek answers from someone older than the position of Pyro-Archon itself.
Sovereigns. About the absence of people from Natlan in other nations.
That also comes down to the long-standing effects of the Abyss. Our people's survival is inextricably tied to the Wayob, but their power has its limits. They cannot offer our people the same degree of protection outside our borders. In fact, people who do decide to leave often suffer from memory loss and emotional issues. Everyone in Natlan understands this. That's why our people never leave without a good cause. Even if someone is left with no choice, the chief of their tribe must seek approval with the Wayob to grant them leave. And the Wayob have always been very strict about granting that approval, since extending protection beyond our borders means consuming power reserved for our fight against the Abyss.
But once we've tackled the Abyss, it means you guys might be allowed to expend that power so y'all can visit for lantern, right? In the future? I mean, well, if you ask me, if I had this amount of food here every day, I wouldn't want to leave either. Well, we have finished all there is for the main Archon quest for 5.0. Our introduction into the Nation of War, the Nation of Pyro, and the nation of terrible tragedies that they had to endure way more than all the other nations. It does make me curious. The ley line systems, the roots of the ley line is so absent in their nation that it caused such severe damage. that's been our introduction into Natlan, which I'd say, what else? It's fantastic. Obviously, they killed it again. How would they control the Wayob though? I guess it is just through general corruption. There's still a lot left for us to interpret. Obviously, it's Act 1 and Act 2. It's left vague purposely. We know of the significance of one's tribe's name now. Like, it sets you on the path to become one of the to uphold your tribe's warrior role, but it allows for flexibility. You're not solely bound to how the previous bearers acted. They need a total of 6 chosen warriors from each tribe. That's their 500-year plan. So we have Zilonin, Kinich, Iansan, and now Mualani chosen to be the 4 out of the 6 warriors. Now we're left with 2 others, which, aside from the story, the aesthetics of Natlan, oof. Like I said, this scenery really captures it. And it never fails to impress me how each nation manages to have their own distinct look. I mean, it goes to show that they've done their research. They're really exploring how they can go about with exploration too. You know, with the implementation of the Pokemons, which we still have 3 left that they still haven't added. So I'm excited for that too. It's really cool how they managed to incorporate the Pokemons into gameplay, the Saurians, and the music. Do I even need to say anything about the music? Hey, present day GoDog here. Just wanted to add a few little more notes. Oh boy. I still personally very much like the Fontaine Act 1 to Act 2's execution. That's just me. But I think Natlan, for the introduction acts to a region, the Archon Quests 1 to 2, is very strong in its own department. Story-wise, there is tons. Like how the entire previous kingdom of sovereigns is right beneath the land of Natlan, albeit it's like the dilapidated and abandoned now because, you know, dragons. Ooh, dragon dead. Big dragon is off somewhere because we don't know if there's a pyro sovereign around, or if there is it gonna be a new Valette situation or a Pep situation where they're too big to be playable. Not putting off the idea of playable Lepep though. We also have Capitano coming over ominously, half for the Sarita and half for his personal own agenda, which he vaguely states in like a poetic way, is like, oh, some sort of oath I'm supposed to keep, which begs the question, why does he feel like it's like his responsibility, unless he's from Natlan, in which that kind of, it completely negates the theory of him being the blood-stained knight from Monsad. And he has the support of Ororon from the Masters of the Nightwind, which, because we saw towards the end of it, the end of the greatest fight ever cutscene, that he was planning to strike, but Ororon pulled his ass out. Ororon is still a character we know nothing about, yet he feels it's way more likely that Mauvika and Capitano will just team up and fight the Abyss anyway. I've been seeing this floating around since I've played the quest, and I think it's a reasonable assumption. On YouTube, it's titled that Capitano breaks the 4th wall when talking to with that last line in the cutscene. No, of course it's not the 4th wall. There was someone else present there other than Ororon. We still have a lot of Harbingers left that haven't appeared on screen. What if the person he was addressing at the end could be Columbina? Remember what was the thing that guided us out from the Night Kingdom? It was a Seelie. I've read my fair share of theories about Columbina and Seelies. We weren't at all present during the fight with Capitano and Mauvika, so we couldn't have seen how the captain wanted to interact with someone like us. But yeah, so for story, they've set up a very decent chunk, and I think the whole deal with Natlan being so closely tied to the origin of sovereigns, because that's what essentially the Saurians evolved from. Because I've read some of the archive indexes of the babies and, you know, the fully evolved versions, that The ancestors of the Tepetlisaurus were once as huge as mountains. The Kaholosaurus, from the Metzli tribe, once rode on the backs of hydro dragons. And we still have to yet to see the Saurians from the 2 other tribes, because we've already seen the Kukusaurs. Now, one other thing I got to point out that I'm very impressed by is how experimental they're doing with the story camera angle, like cinematic programming and like setting. You've noticed how expressive every character is since the start of Act 1 to now, compared to the other regions. Sure, you can see like the slow building block on how they've managed to like alter certain existing animations to mimic another animation, as if like such instances like using the pointing animation as a substitute for holding a pistol in the film festival event in 4.3 Fontaine, stuff like that. But they crank it up a lot for Natlan. Kachina's coconut eyes, everyone feels so lively, and my favorite is already the 3 trio. I'm so glad they're actually trying to recreate shots as if it's, you know, a legitimately filmed setting and really animated cartoonish feel. I like that, I like that. But hey, back over to a past exhausted version of me to deliver you the final goodbyes or something. I don't. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments, by the way. And hope everyone had a blast in today's Twitch stream too. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.